I think a federal jobs guarantee program is well-intended, but would be somewhere between problematic and disastrous in practice. Just like if you imagine a world where it's like, hey, there's no job for you, you're gonna die of starvation, but don't worry, we've got this government job for you. And then you show up, and then let's say it's like, you don't like the job, you don't like your boss, like, you know, like there are some problems. It's like, well, you don't have a choice because this is your only means of survival. But in practice, that stuff is going to be very, very difficult and expensive and cumbersome and give rise to a whole new army of bureaucrats. This is a sure path to dystopia.
So yeah, the droids are taking our jobs, but focusing on that fact misses the point entirely. The point is that then we are freed up to do other things. And what we're going to do, I am very confident, what we're going to do is reduce poverty and drudgery and misery around the world. I'm very confident we're going to learn to live more lightly on the planet. And I am extremely confident that what we're going to do with our new digital tools is going to be so profound and so beneficial that it's going to make a mockery out of everything that came before.
This system will keep installing more and more automation, cutting down on the purchasing power of the majority of people. There will come a time, it's called the Gaussian Curve, where employment is that, production is this, and purchasing power is that. The system stops. Banks fail, nothing works anymore. We're moving in that direction very rapidly.
And any politician not addressing it is failing the American people.
No one should put this many hours into work. This is not good. I can tell you what I hope the future has, as opposed to maybe what it will be, because this may just be wishful thinking. I mean, I hope we are out there on Mars and maybe beyond Mars, the moons of Jupiter. I hope we are traveling frequently throughout the solar system, perhaps preparing for missions to nearby star systems. I think all of this is possible within 50 years.
If you've heard anything about me and my campaign, you've heard that someone is running for president who wants to give every American $1,000 a month. I know this may sound like a gimmick, but this is a deeply American idea, from Thomas Paine to Martin Luther King to today.
Out there that will continue to search for excuses to say, well, the markets are still the source of everything. Oh, the markets had to get technology out there. You know, this singular fallacy causality is a tremendous blight. Human technological ingenuity and problem solving is built into us. You know, long before the concept of trade and profit and competition, we invented lots of things from the wheel to mechanisms of hunting and so on. Necessity is the mother of invention, not the pursuit of fucking profit. And it's my hope people out there will take all of this to heart as what the true mechanisms of human networking and development really mean, what wealth really means, what innovation really means, what sustainability really means, and advance our currently arcane society to something that will actually work for future generations and not continue the trajectory that's going to lead towards complete destabilization.
You know what the talking heads couldn't stop talking about after the last debate? It's not the fact that I'm somehow number 4 on this stage in national polling. It was the fact that I wasn't wearing a tie. Instead of talking about automation in our future, including the fact that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs, hundreds of thousands right here in Michigan, we're up here with makeup on our faces and our rehearsed attack lines, playing roles in this reality TV show. It's one reason why we elected a reality TV star as our president. We need to be laser focused on solving the real challenges of today, like the fact that the most common jobs in America may not exist in a decade, or that most Americans cannot pay their bills. My flagship proposal, the Freedom Dividend, would put $1,000 a month into the hands of every American adult, be a game changer for millions of American families. If you care more about your family and your kids than my neckwear, enter your zip code at yang2020.com and see what $1,000 a month would mean to your community. I have done the math. It's not left. It's not right. It's forward. And that is how we're going to beat Donald Trump in 2020.